Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9. Here's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion of
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Luke now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pick.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike 44.
Now it's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Broncos first
Nix to the air.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Jackson going to keep it.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. You change it.
To throw again is Jackson.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And that'll be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a handoff to Dalvin.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Yeah, he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lamar changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 30 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the... And nothing but daylight ahead. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Ravens 20, Broncos 9. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, Denver.
Off the play fake, Nix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First and 10. And they're on the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to keep it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He's got room to roam.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 33 yards.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
13.
Here we go, it's Jackson on 4th down.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll go play action with Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One more time with Dobbins.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. Ready. Sit hot.
Throwing. Jackson. That is incomplete.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jackson going to keep it. Pass complete, it's likely. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Yeah, fine.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's a pretty entertaining
shit, never
game.
mind.
Charles had the lead changes going on in the 2nd half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game?
It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation